Yeah, slow down, baby. Let you know from the gate. I don't go down, lady. I want a chick with thick hips that licks the lip.
Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair review video. In today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title, is the Beshe Jerry Curl Braid Crochet Loop hair. It is 10 inches and I have it in the color T430. Now, if you're not familiar with my review series, hi, welcome. This is not an install video, a tutorial, a how-to, nor was that conveyed in the title. You saw that title, it said a review. And what a review is for my channel is I come on here first with my first day thoughts of a crochet hair. Literally moments after install, I show you how it looks. I tell you how many packs I use, where I got the hair from, all those first day details. Then I mosey on down to my 1 week thoughts. Having worn the hair for 1 week, I tell you, has it gone uphill or downhill in the matter of that week? What my nighttime routine has been like with that hair, and overall my first week impressions. Then I mosey on down to the final day of me wearing that hair. Whether it's been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks on the last day of me having that hair in my head, I show you how it looks, and I tell you, has it really gone uphill or downhill in the matter of that wear? Whether I think it's water friendly, whether I think it's active friendly, and overall whether I recommend you try said hair. Now there are timestamps down below for those who might want to skip around to different parts of today's video, but if you want to watch the continuous flow, just keep watching to see my day one impressions of this Beshe Jerry Curl hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my day one thoughts on the Beshe Jerry Curl hair. Again, as mentioned in the intro, this is not an install video. However, I do have one for this hair and I will link it up above. Now, just covering that because most of the time, if you've watched my install video, everything I say in this day one portion is the same because me and her, we done had the hair in for the same amount of time. That was just me. Even though it was a couple weeks ago, me and her, we are the same. But I will repeat, I do have a braid pattern that was done professionally by a lady named Kish here in Charlotte. I just searched Style Seat on Thursday night, found the first person that came up that was reasonable and that was close. And I went to her. She asked what I was doing. I told her a little bit of leave out on the side, and whatever you do, just do what you got to do. But she had on the side like a beehive and different things, included the wash, braid down, oiling of the scalp, everything. I'm a girl who doesn't like to blow dry her own hair, so that service was much loved and much appreciated. Took her about an hour to do that, maybe roughly an hour 15 to do that. She loaded up her Law and Order and put her AirPod in, and she was gone. Now, in terms of me installing it, took me about roughly an hour 15 too. It was a quick and easy install because as you can see, they make a big deal about this on the packaging, front and back. Front and back, I don't think you can miss it. It says this hair is a pre-loop because each loop, if you watch my install video, each loop can just be popped and then you have 3 strands there. I'm not a huge fan of pre-looped in a lot of situations just because I rather just be the master of my own destiny with installing the hair. The pre-loop sections can be kind of big, kind of bulky, but they do come in handy in the back. Like in the back, I left that pre-looped intact, but then when I got to the front, when I want things to look a little bit more natural, I pop that right on off and I use those 3 strands that came from that one, and I kind of did that in the front, and I invisible knotted as well to make everything look a little bit more natural and flowy, although I do have leave out too. I blended my leave out, and my leave out blended very well with this hair, but I do have a little bit of sliver on the left side because I'm a left side part girl. I have that left out, and I just one curled that to kind of blend it. I originally twisted, but then I realized this hair isn't my hair in a twist out. This is my hair, but like having to manipulate it a little bit with a wand curl. So that's what I did. As mentioned, this hair was in the color T430, which is a perfect match for my own hair color. I love it when brands have perfect matches. And I love that because it gives me a little bit of a brighter at the bottom, and the 4 really meshes and flows well with that 30. Now, this hair is 10 inches. You know I'm not a big fan of a 10-inch or a short style, so I did not cut this hair after install. You're seeing it at 10 inches. It ain't getting cut no further than this, honey. But the big star of what I've done with this hair is I did apple cider vinegar rinse this hair. And what that is, as some people, if you've ever seen my videos, there's been comments upon comments. Did you ACV rinse that hair? Did you ACV rinse this hair? I have never ACV rinsed apple cider vinegar, again, rinsed the hair until this hair. This is the first time in my 9 years, or coming up on 9 years of having this channel and trying hair, that I've rinsed. I did this just for you guys because I know since my video of the Consumer Reports article about maybe toxins in crochet synthetic hair came out, some of you guys said, I'm not going to try synthetic hair. And some of you guys said, oh, well, I'll try it, but I'll rinse it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll see what a rinse does. I don't want to know if this did anything. I didn't see anything come out of the water. I'm not going to do this frequently. This was kind of a try, so you guys can have that as an option, so you guys can know. I'm not saying this is the best ACV rinser out there, but it was the first thing that came up when I looked it up, and I just applied it to the hair, let it sit for 3 minutes as it said, and rinsed it out. What I noticed in my install, and what I said in my install though, is I feel like rinsing it dried it out a bit. It feels like how it fell after swimming. That's again why I don't love doing anything. I like to take hair out of the package and put it in my head because I want to have the authentic, I didn't do anything, so this is how it would work if you took it out the pack and put it in your head. When I do something else that is not normal, you don't know whether the after effect that happened is a normal part of this hair. And my after effect is I just felt like it was dry. So I did apply the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker. You know, this is pretty much the only product I use to provide a bit of luster, to provide a little softness, just to make the hair feel better, feel less dry. And I do think it helped. I feel like it feels less dry now, but I can definitely say it felt like how when I have my swim days with my synthetic hair, it felt just like how it feels after that, because in effect, it is like a swim day. It did get soaked in some water. Okay. So, just have that in mind. Now, in terms of the install, left it intact in the pre-loop sections all throughout the back. But when I got to the front, that is where I split it and then invisible knotted the hair. So I love doing that for just a little bit of, it gives it a variety. So hair isn't one size fits all. Sometimes your hair has a little bit less density in the front, or it just can be a little bit different. The back can be super full, the front can be not as full. It just gives your hair a not one size fits all look when you do split it. And it also helps when you want an invisible knot. You're not going to be able to invisible knot this hair at the big chunky chunk that it starts with. That pre-loop loop is big. It's 3 strands in one, y'all. That don't make sense in the front. Your hair going to look very much so unbelievable. And I'm still at an age where I need believability with my hair. Yes, it is fake hair, but I need it to not look fake. I did use 1 2/3 pack. So as mentioned, this is 1 pack, and then there's 3 sections. This is a 3 times pack. I don't know why I bought 3. I don't know why I bought 3. I get so used to buying 3 or 4 packs that I go overboard sometimes. But I did buy 3 packs. I used 1 full pack and then 2 sections from the second pack. So all you would need to buy for this hair would be 2 packs of hair. You'd be good with 2 packs. You do not need any more than 2 packs of this 3 times pack hair. Overall, my first day impressions is so lightweight. I feel breathable. I love my braid down. I love how quick it took. I love how lightweight the hair is. I think this will be fun for the summer. But this girl right now doesn't know much. She doesn't know much because she just installed the hair. The girl who comes later will probably know more. So keep watching to see my 1 week thoughts on this Jerry curl hair.
1 week later.
So now coming on here for my week 1 thoughts of this Beshe Jerry curl hair. Now, I have to say, I have been in love with this hair over the last week. You cannot tell me it's not my hair. You cannot tell me this is not coming out of my scalp. It's not matching my color beautifully. I've gotten so many compliments on it. It's been short and it's been an adjustment to get used to the shortness of it, but I have really loved it. I can't say enough good things about it. In terms of my nighttime routine, all I've done at night is pineappling the hair. That means just pulling it up into a little pineapple looking arrangement. Anytime I say pineapple, you guys at this point should know what I mean. Put a scrunchie around it, put my bonnet on, go to sleep. lay it on down, wake up in the morning, take the scrunchie off. We reverse the method and then fluff and go. I have just kind of wand curled my leave out maybe every 4 days. The hair itself, I have not put any products since that first day on it. So in terms of maintenance product wise, nothing. Scrunchie on, bonnet, sleep. That's all I've done. A lot of people are like, well, what product did you use? I'm telling you right now, ain't no product. I'm telling you right at this current moment, there's not another product that has touched since Hawaiian Silky touched it that first week. Has it felt super dry? No, it felt like kind of like the moderate amount that a crochet hair will feel. It feels like a typical hair would feel at this point. I haven't had a need to detangle it. It's been kind of low maintenance. I kind of been able to kind of fluff and go. Fluff and go, and we love to see it. I wish I had more to share. This is probably the quickest week one, but when there's really nothing going on, I don't want to waste you guys' time and talk about nothing. So let's just head down to my final thoughts coming up right now.
Later.
So now coming on here for my final thoughts on this Beshe Jerry curl hair. As you can see from the signage, it has been 3 weeks with this hair, and I have to say, to date, this has probably been one of my favorite hair of the year. And this is going to be a probably hotly contested year video. Like at the end of the year, you guys know I make my top and bottom video of the year. So 2025, 2024, you guys know I stopped doing my compilation videos or rank every single hair I've tried, because after almost a decade, it gets hard. It gets hard. But I did start making my, top and bottom of the year video, and I can already tell this year it's gonna be tough because I've tried some bankers this year. The last couple years, I've been like disillusioned by some styles. I've been like, 2024 was a year where I wasn't trying anything that really like caught my eye. I was like, dang, am I over crochet hair? Dun, dun, dun. Like I was really fearful. And then I've tried the tight curly this year. I've tried this. I like the water wave by Wild Wigs. Like I've liked a lot of hair this year, and I'm happy. Now this had been on my list to try for a long time. I think I had pinned this hair on my Pinterest board probably 2017, 2018. It has been a hair I wanted to try, but I didn't see it that often anywhere. Like I was always nervous because I want to try hair that's readily accessible to you guys. So I know like Free Tress, Harlem 125, Kima, Outre, all of those are like in stores. I never see this brand in stores, so I was always nervous to try it, but I always wanted to try it. I always was like, don't let the fear of, maybe being limited or very hard to find stop you from trying something, girl. And so I said, you know what? This year I'm going to try it. I've always wanted to. I'm going to try it. I actually bought it last year. So I don't think I've bought any new hair in 2025. Yes, recession indicator, buying no new hair. I bought this in 2024, but I'm trying it now and I love it. And don't let 3 weeks scare you. Some people nowadays, I think people forget I have a channel where I review hair and I wear hair longer than the average influencer in general, because a part of what we do is create content, and I can't. This year I've made it very abundantly clear my channel will focus on hair, and if I wear something for a long period of time, I just can't anymore. I used to throw in vlogs and travel and like a lot of other things, and that didn't perform as well. And now I realize I have to stick to hair, and plus I don't travel as much. I have 3 trips planned for this year. Recession indicator number 2, honey. I have 3 trips planned this year, so I don't have a lot of solo travel vlogs and all of that. It's really hair. So there might be times this year where you've seen I skipped a week, and that's because I literally don't have anything. I don't have anything to put on the table. So wearing a hair for 3 weeks is not a hair indicator that the hair is a bad hair. It's just an indicator of it's been doing its thing for 3 weeks. It's synthetic, so it's not going to look any different. Every week that you see me, have I looked drastically different? When you see me on Instagram, some of you guys in my comments were like, I thought that was your real hair. You were fooling me. Finally, now that, install has gone live and you guys have seen that and all of that, now you are putting 2 and 2 together. Because it's funny, I went from a wash and go video right into this hair. That was the plan. I was trying to like ease y'all into like, see how y'all were gonna be, if y'all were gonna be shocked. And some of y'all were shocked. I love the shockness. Now, when it comes to maintenance, extremely low maintenance. The pineappling is all I've done. I haven't really even put a single product on it. Like, I put Hawaiian Silky on it maybe a week ago. I washed after 2 weeks. I needed to wash my leave out. My leave out just needed it. You know, you can't go a long time without washing your real hair. I was pushing it to make it 2 weeks. So I washed only my leave out. I tried to focus on my leave out. You can't 100% not get water anywhere else, shampoo anywhere else. But after washing it, I did put Hawaiian Silky. I don't put Hawaiian Silky on my natural hair. I just use my own regular shampoo, regular conditioner. Refer back to that wash and go video. Use those two products, and then I just blow dried my hair. Wand curled it again to get it back to what you see here. And then a little bit of water, of course, got on the hair itself. And I put some Hawaiian Silky on it at that point, but have not put any Hawaiian Silky, nothing, no mousse, no product, nothing. The pineappling you saw is what I do every single day. What you saw in 1 week is my life every single day. Have it detang. I mean, low. I mean, you're looking for low. You're looking for zero maintenance. Ding, ding, ding. You got it. You got it. Now, I'm going to get questions about water friendly. I already got some in my install video, and I was like, didn't I start the video off with like, it already hit water before it hit my head. So, you know, water was running through it, and you saw how I held it up after the water situation. Can it take water? Absolutely. I think the thing is, though, just be conscious of not over watering it, because it does dry a little bit faster than, say, a hair like I think a free tress beach curl has just a different feel. This feels so natural. It feels so good. Free tress beach curl does in a different way, though. And I think a hair like that can take more washings than this, if that makes sense. This can take a little bit. And I realized more so the back, the area where it's in this whole pre-loop, can take water a bit better than the hair that I split in the front. But I don't regret splitting it in the front, because I needed to split it in the front for a natural look. So needed to split it in the front, but that part of the hair is the more delicate piece of the hair, I'd say. So just be cognizant. I don't think it can take 19,000 washes, 19,000 swims, but I think a moderate person, who most people watching me are not Michael Phelps. I don't have, you know, the swimmer of all swimmers watching me right now. And I get a lot of questions sometimes in videos where you didn't take your underwater camera and go in a pool like you normally do. My pool, like, I usually have to have access to a pool, or like I'm traveling. Like, pool, I don't have a pool in my backyard, unfortunately. And most pools, like when you live at a complex like mine, don't even open till Memorial Day weekend. And last year, my pool didn't even ever open. We were lucky that I got any underwater shots. I was actually texting my friends last year, like, can I swim at your townhome or your apartment? Like, I need to swim. I need to film some content. And if I don't have a swim shot, they're not going to believe me. My credibility, I think I've built up enough credibility that if I feel like a hair can be swim in, I think you guys trust me enough without my fingers crossed this year, though, that a pool opens, honey. Memorial Day is happening. I ain't got no email, though. I ain't got no, as we are on Memorial Day time, that the pool is opening. Surprise, surprise. We have two pools here. Neither one of them have opened since I've moved in here. Moved in here 2019. We know what happened 2020, you know, blah, 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 year after year. Pool probably been open two years out of the 5 I've been here. So fingers crossed, so I can get some good pool shots. But I think this hair would be great. It'd be low maintenance. It'd be short. So you don't have to deal with a long situation and it being wet. I think it looks very natural. I think it's very active friendly. Very active friendly. If you have an active lifestyle, honey, it's very summer friendly. Not super warm. I mean, I don't feel like I have a burden of strands in my hair. I think I use an appropriate amount. I don't know what else I can say about this hair. Again, low maintenance, active friendly, natural looking. It checks off a lot of great boxes for me. And shout out again to Kish and my braid down. I am in love with this braid down. And, you know, this ain't a collaboration. This, again, I had to pay her with my own money, but she's going to get some more of my money. You know, a recession indicator, honey. Paying somebody, well, that's not a recession indicator. Recession indicator would be me washing my hair, but now this is a flip recession indicator. I love someone else doing it. I spent 10 years doing my own and washing my own and doing my, I deserve a break, honey. I'm getting older. I deserve a break. Kish gave me that break. But yes, this has been my review on the Beshe Jerry Curl hair. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I know they make other hair. I just don't know why they're not so readily available, because the quality of the hair that they make is good. They could be one of the stars if they allow themselves to be that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't, still give it a big thumbs up. We want all the love and support over here, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing we do over here, and have that notification bell on as well so you're alerted when we do new things over here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.